More than 2 months have passed since the Dallas Mavericks sent shockwaves through the NBA by trading away franchise cornerstone Luka Dončić to the Los Angeles Lakers. As the regular season ends and the postseason begins, early returns suggest the deal has gone exactly as skeptics feared, with the Mavericks struggling both on and off the court while the Lakers thrive. Yet, despite the public outrage, declining ticket sales, and mounting financial losses, Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison remains steadfast in his decision. Speaking to local media on Tuesday in a tightly controlled press conference, Harrison stood by the blockbuster trade that sent the 25-year-old superstar to Los Angeles in exchange for 31-year-old Anthony Davis. A trade that shook the NBA. The late-night February deal caught fans and analysts completely off guard. Dončić, a 5-time All-NBA selection and arguably one of the most gifted offensive players of his generation, was shipped out just as he entered the prime of his career. The Lakers, energized by the arrival of Dončić, have surged to the number 3 seed in the Western Conference and are now considered legitimate title contenders. The Mavericks, in contrast, finished the regular season with a disappointing 39-43 record, barely hanging onto the number 10 seed. They now face a single elimination play-in matchup against the Sacramento Kings, a far cry from the championship aspirations that once defined the Dončić era. Harrison faces the media. Privately, Harrison addressed the media for the first time since the immediate aftermath of the trade. The press event, notably closed to national media and held with just 24 hours notice, barred cameras and recording devices. The secrecy surrounding the meeting only fueled speculation and criticism. Still, Harrison did not waver in his defense of the deal. "There's no regrets on the trade," he stated, according to ESPN's Tim McMahon. "Part of my job is to do the best thing for the Mavericks, not only today, but also in the future. Some decisions are going to be unpopular. That's part of the job." Harrison reiterated his long-standing belief that defense wins championships, and framed the acquisition of Anthony Davis as a strategic pivot toward a more defensively focused roster. "Our philosophy is built on defense," he said, "and this trade cements us for that." Injury issues and limited return. However, the early on-court results offer little support for that vision. Davis, often criticized for his injury history, has played only 9 games since joining Dallas due to a left adductor strain. Kyrie Irving, the team's other key star, tore his ACL shortly after the trade, further crippling the Mavericks' playoff hopes. Critics have also questioned Harrison's decision to negotiate exclusively with the Lakers, a move that potentially limited the Mavericks' return for their best player. Harrison defended that approach by emphasizing the risks involved in shopping a star player like Dončić. "It's not responsible because a trade might not work," he explained. And then, Dončić would have to continue playing under the scrutiny of being shopped. And he had a big decision coming up this summer, to sign the Supermax or not. That limits what teams are willing to offer. Fan revolt and financial turmoil. If the on-court issues weren't enough, the off-court consequences have been just as brutal. Mavericks fans have been vocal in their disapproval, with protests erupting outside the American Airlines Center following the trade. "Fire Nico" chants have become common at home games, culminating in a surreal moment during Dončić's emotional return to Dallas with the Lakers. The crowd